Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Spy Family, episode 11. Last episode, we had a little bit of an introduction to Bullet Bill Watkins. I've had a specific scene playing on repeat in my head of him, and that's him being like, Daddy? You know, that was really good.
Yes. I especially love the scene of him reacting to Anya's move and thinking it's like definitely gonna hit him. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and then we all know what happened after that.
But it was a great episode. A lot of homages to different shows stand out for me, being Dragon Ball Z. That was great. I'm wondering where we're gonna go from here, you know? Kind of a blank slate a little bit, you know, in terms of direction at least.
Right. In terms of like where we're gonna go next in the story, yeah. I feel like last episode was a nice kind of touch back on Anya and her making possible friends with Damien. I mean, a big move was made. He, in front of everyone, sacrificed himself for her. Moment. So he kind of can't pretend that he isn't at least a little bit of a good guy.
My love for Damien has gone up
grown
bunch after last episode. No, honestly, like we had definitely more exposition, like more understanding of what he feels. I think we could have made a guess that
about his family?
Yeah, like a rich kid. He has to stay in the dormitories. He probably doesn't see his parents a lot. We had the picture without his dad. But last episode was the first time that we got a glimpse, like, in his mind of how he probably feels and the expectation of what he will have to live up to. Like his brother, for example. And him, I don't know, it was very humanizing for this little kid. Like...
Right. I feel like the only question mark I have about him right now is how he feels about his brother.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's definitely a character we're going to be meeting later on by how they've kind of hidden the character's image, and he references the character, but you know, when they wanted to look at his brother in the books, he didn't want to, and they didn't show it to us. Mm-hmm. So I think that's definitely going to be an up-and-coming character that we're going to meet. Don't know if they're going to be similar to Damien or what. All we know is that when Anya punched him, he was like, even my brother doesn't do that to me.
Bill didn't get a bolt, did he? I know that Henry said that his actions could have warranted a bolt.
Yeah, I don't think any were actually given during the game.
Okay. Just making sure.
But I feel like they might have been. He was debating at the end with that brave kind of sacrifice until Anya and Damien started bickering, and then he was like, ugh.
I hope we see Bill again.
I know, I liked him.
I also grew to like Damien's underlings a little bit as well.
Yes.
Emil and...
They had some redeeming moments.
Yeah. Emil and something. Ewan? Yeah,
Ewan?
I think so. But, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping we get a little bit of Yor and Lloyd this episode.
We need to further them loving each other on a little bit more.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. You know what? I've seen so many cosplays of characters from the show.
Yes.
And all of them have been fantastic.
I just saw a Yuri cosplay.
Really?
Today, and it was fantastic.
The character design lends itself so well to cosplay. Like, it's so realistic, but specific enough in character that you can really tell who they are. Stella.
Like Stella Stars? Bondman.
Oh.
I do have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, no.
This is a relatable feeling. Papa is a demon.
Love the cloak. You gotta connect it. There you go. Ooh. Her faces are amazing.
So just shoot for like 90s, 95.
I'm thinking a straight C to begin with. Draw? Art?
Oh no. It's none of those things. It's a moo cow. Oh no.
Martial arts?
Martial arts is the only thing she would be good at the moment. Gymnastics is not it.
It's like Irwin.
Could this mission really be until like high school level?
That's not bad. Yes. Outing. Ooh. The mixing of the song is really cool. Like the left and right channels. Become a vigilante.
See, that's some parenting. That didn't sound like cleaning. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're not even doing any.
Don't run in the corridor. Oh no.
She got kicked out of the hospital.
Maybe she's a great swimmer, no?
That could be her thing.
Oh no.
Oh my god, she can sense pain and fear. She knows exactly where it is. It's a good way to put it. Good job. Oh my god! Get to her. Can she even?
It doesn't matter. Someone will follow her.
Lloyd. I hope it's Lloyd. Wait, for real? It's like a magic girl.
It's like a gym badge. Amazing. She did it in her own way too. She really deserved that.
Look at her face.
Oh, he's proud. Yes.
Yeah, she knew exactly where he was.
In record time, she got a star and a bolt.
Twilight and Starlight.
It's gonna be the exact opposite of that. Who's the shy girl? They could be friends. Oh,
That was so good.
This episode keeps on
I
giving.
know, I feel like it's about to end.
Yeah. Whoa. A tank.
The tank's pretty cool.
You wonder about Becky's parents' business then, you know, after the meeting with Twilight and the handler. An animal! Oh, good boy.
You care.
Is it Anya's voice actress doing an impression of
I think
Damien?
so. Let's stop this war.
She has her own plan.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh no.
So it is like she can see this imagery that people have in their heads.
I can't tell. Sometimes I feel like that. What?
Dogs that were experimented on? Is that the vibe I'm getting?
A telepathic dog?
No way Anya's gonna get a telepathic dog. It's a smart dog, Ben.
That was great.
How did the dog picture the family? I don't even know if that's telepathic or psychic.
Yeah. Or maybe it can see the future. Okay. So do you think it's like telling the future, telepathic? What kind of...
It'd be really cool. I think it'd be a little too like repetitive if it had the same ability as Anya. So I think imagine them as like a power team of telepathy and like psychic powers, like foreseeing the future. They'd be such a good pair.
It looks like it's seeing something that obviously hasn't happened yet, but something that could happen, which is them.
They're drawing it really fuzzy. Mm-hmm. So it's like unclear if that's the actual future that's going to be happening. That's very interesting. This episode felt like an hour long and I loved it, you know? Every time the scene changed, I thought the episode was about to end. So I am very happy with how Anya got her star. Me too. Like they had gone through all the things that she was not doing good at. Except math. She was getting kicked out of the hospital, but the situation, like, she made it for herself. It wasn't even like Lloyd trying to find something that she'd be good at. And honestly, that kid would have died. Yeah, it was like the stakes were incredibly high. It wasn't like Anya messed up somewhere and then like redeemed herself. It was a situation that was like just horrifying and unpredictable, and then she used her powers, and not only used her powers, but used her like quick thinking and reasoning to give reasons and excuses for what she did. Right. So that she could find a way to save the boy. I think what made it even better to me is that in no way was she thinking, oh, if I do this good deed, it'll get me a star.
Exactly.
She had an awareness that this kid somewhere in the pool in the hospital was about to die.
It got incredibly serious incredibly quick. I went like completely quiet because like when you're like in the mind of this kid who's about to die and he's drowning, and not only me, Anya's in the mind of this kid, and it's incredibly serious and horrifying and scary. And
it's like not only does she like telepathy is like reading someone's mind when they're having their own kind of thought process. But this is different. This is like she can sense if someone is calling out in their minds for help.
You wonder why, right? Like, is it like a severity? Is it like how...
It's just really strong waves, I guess.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's crazy, though. It's like...
I mean, you could imagine it like if everyone around her is just kind of talking, like whispering to themselves, having internal little conversations, but then someone across the room is screaming inside their heads, that might end up being louder.
It was like him just sinking to the bottom, pure fear in his eyes. And it reminds me sometimes how Anya's eyes are drawn, you know? And then it was like a gust of wind past her that she felt or heard or understood. And then like, it seemed like she honed in on it a little bit. And she could like, could she feel where it was coming from? Or was it like...
It's almost like she needed him to call out again once she got to the pool. She knew it was the pool, and then when she got to the pool, she was like, okay, where's the boy?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she needed like one more kind of... They did another one of those jolts.
Yeah.
And then she was able to kind of pinpoint the location and see the bubbles.
Well, I wonder if it was like she could see that it was in the pool and sense the direction of it, or she had just like heard the words "can't breathe, my legs won't move," and then connected 2 and 2 to the pool, you know?
Yeah, we don't know if she can see the actual images.
Mm-hmm.
I think what makes this situation even more serious is that if Lloyd hadn't noticed, or if she had just run, you know, and didn't say anything to him, like, I'm gonna go be a pro swimmer, and if she had just like slipped behind him while he was thinking about HQ and walking forward, they both could have drowned.
Yeah. And that, like, she made it into the situation. Like, she, like, did what she could. It wasn't just like she did say someone's drowning in the pool
in her like imagery,
and exactly who. Oh, so this was in her head.
Yeah, she didn't think that would go over well, so then
Even
she
better.
had to try to think of how to say it. So then she made it
Quick
about
thinking.
her. She threw herself under the bus.
Yeah. In
order to get to the pool.
Amazing. She's like. I love how...
That's not a public pool!
Like, I said it in maybe a Kaguya video, that, like, sometimes, like, the most lighthearted or comedic shows have the most serious moments or most emotional moments. Like, when this hit and, like, changed tone a bit, like, you really felt it, because it's such, like, a fun, lovey show that, like, when they make... I'm always surprised when they go serious, whether like the political talking in a couple episodes or like this. Like, it's really serious. It's not like, oh, a kid's show dealing with serious elements. It's like, it gives me the vibe of like a really serious moment, you know?
I think this show does a really good job at reminding you that even if it's drawn and it's not a live action, these are 5 and 6-year-old children.
Mm-hmm.
And they act like it, and they think like it, and they have the imagination of kids that age. And so that scene was even more like, you don't want a 5-year-old running around a pool, you know? Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
If no lifeguards are watching.
So we had, I was pulling up this, line of dialogue between the handler and Lloyd that seemed other businesses surrounding surrounding Donovan Desmond have been engaging in shady financial dealings lately. What was Becky's parents?
She said it was very legitimate.
Well, no.
Business.
Like when we first were introduced to her.
I can't remember, but I remember Lloyd pinpointed her as they were all walking.
Yeah.
Into their class.
It could be wrong, but like maybe a military general or something.
I think it might have been military supplies.
Yeah.
Even. I'm not really sure, but I think military was the right kind of vein that her parents worked in. With
them bringing it up again with Becky and her like talking about it, it does make you wonder like what's going on in that
Becky's
vein.
Parents are doing anything bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, that doesn't make Becky bad because Becky's a literal 6-year-old, so she's not going to be engaging in these shady activities herself.
I love the idea of a puppy. I love it.
There might have to be a point in time, if Becky's parents are a part of shady activities, there might have to be a point in time where Lloyd has to try to convince Anya to use and or lie to Becky in some way, and that would be hard.
Yeah.
Because Becky is Anya's current best friend at the school, and I'm sure she's not going to want to do anything deceiving.
I agree with you. Like especially because Becky's the only one who's like really gone out of their way.
On her side.
Yeah.
Also, do 6-year-olds gossip like that?
I don't know. I don't remember. It was really mean and ambitious.
I know. I'm like, I don't really remember being a 6-year-old, but I don't think I was like talking about other kids.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I read it wrong. The fact that these dogs are going to be used as bombs. Did I get that right?
Okay, go back to the line. Because I read bomb. I thought bomb dog meant like they sniff out bombs.
Okay.
But like.
Oh, it's bomb dogs. Okay.
That's what it means, right? Bomb dogs is like they sniff out bombs for terrorists, like to catch terrorist activity. Getting tinkered with just so they can end up as toys for some humans.
I don't know. I hope that it's like bomb sniffing dogs because my first thought was like they're going to put bombs on these dogs. Like what's going on? They sure don't look that smart, so that would make me think that it's like bomb sniffing, you know, which is something I guess Lloyd's agency would look into. I don't know. It seems like a pretty shady place.
Well, he did say that he wanted a dog that could keep the house secure. Mm-hmm. So, and didn't the guy say when he walked in that they already had a buyer or something? What if before this, Lloyd had already contacted HQ about getting a dog?
We get a buyer yet? Things are pretty tough right now. It was just like questioning.
I think they brought it up though for us because one of the last lines Lloyd had about the dog was having to ask HQ about it.
You wonder what the relationship between Anya and the dog's gonna be because the one episode we got Anya dealing with animals like in the break-in, she was able to
like, read their minds basically
and
or
like
feel their
them.
emotions.
Yeah,
and calm them.
So you wonder what that's gonna look like, you know?
So amazing. That's what it's gonna look like.
Highlight of the episode was for me. Easily the highlight was Anya's voice actress mimicking every character.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Donovan Desmond, Lloyd, Damien.
Amazing.
I don't know who she. I think what the funniest one to me was her playing Lloyd.
Yeah. Well, the Damien one took me a second because I was like, it kind of sounds like Damien. Like, it's just like a little bit off. But I loved it. I loved it.
The dog plan is not a bad plan on Anya's part because pets really do bring a lot of people together. And, oh, you have a dog? I do too. Let's have the dog play date or let's go and a walk together with the dogs. That's not a horrible plan if Damien loves his dog.
Well, you'd think that Damien probably misses his dog because Damien
he
doesn't
lives
get
at
to
the
see
school.
his dog.
Oh my god. Who takes care of the dog? Like the maids?
Probably.
Butlers?
I wonder how often Damien can go home, if it's weekends, if it's only on like, you know, like vacations or breaks.
Oh.
Yeah. Big sad. I love this show.
A puppy's a good reward.
A puppy is a good reward. It's a big responsibility.
I mean, like, I don't know. Becky's pink tank might have been a better reward, but a dog's fine.
Okay. You got anything else?
No. I'm excited to meet the puppy.
Me too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.